Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do, it's sort of like applique, but I guess it is applique. It's just going to be patches though, really. Like on this quilt here that I made, I washed it a couple times. Let me find it here. I marked them. There's some holes in it. Guess I should have found them before I started recording. Oh, well. Let's lay that to the side. Oh, here's one. So actually this one's pretty big. So I learned my lesson. So from now on, when I sew the blocks together, I sew on the actual edge of the fabric, because then this happens if you don't. Well, it doesn't always happen, but it happened to me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just put a patch on it. Just a square, and I'm going to do some decorative stitching around the square. However, I did choose this fabric because I want it to be not so noticeable, maybe. It's really going to show through on this red. This red's going to show through, but also, I don't care. It's going to be patched up. There'll be no holes. There's a few of them on here, but I'm just going to do the one for this tutorial. So, let's see. We're going to start with... Oh, dropped a couple pieces. We're going to start with this. So, I cut just a rectangle. Like I said, I have a few places on there, but I'm going to prep some. So, I got this heat and bond. I wanted the sewable kind. They do have one, this was at Walmart, they do have a red pack that you don't have to sew, but I wanted the kind that you did because I want to put a decorative stitch around it. So this has a bumpy side here, it's glue, and then a paper side. So we are just going to iron this down, and I just line it up here. My fabric's bigger than the paper. So this is, like I said, heat and bond. I'll try to link it in the description if you'd like, but it'll probably be an Amazon link, maybe a Walmart one, I don't know. We'll see what I can do. So now we're just gonna lay the iron on it. It says for 2 seconds, but we got to do the whole thing, so we're just gonna go slow. It adheres pretty quickly. Just do the whole thing. Now, like I said, I won't need this much, but then I'll have some prepped if other holes arise. Or if I just want to, I could use my Cricut and I could cut out like hearts and you know, whatever, hearts and circles and square. I could use my Cricut to cut out anything, really. So now when I peel it off, you'll notice that that's shiny in there. We're just going to peel that off. See, I had some thread in there. Oh, well. It won't affect it, I promise. We just peel that off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece. I'm going to measure this hole. And it is about 3.5 inches. So I'm going to cut a 4-inch square. Well, yeah, a 4-inch square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to cut... I want to make sure I have all the glue on it. So I'm going to fold it back. I want to make sure there. Let's move this. I have a tendency to burn myself. We're just going to cut out here. And now you want to... Of course I would get the part with the thread in it there, wouldn't I? So, now, let's rip these off. We don't need those. Or that, I guess. I'm not going to put those in my pillow stuffing because there's glue on it. And I don't know how that'll... I mean, it won't hurt it, but... Okay, so now we're going to lay this out. Again, I'm only going to do one on camera, but there are several in here. So I'm going to have several patches that look like this. So I've cut it a little bit bigger, but I want to make sure it covers... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, no, it went all the way down. So I'm going to do it like this, because then it covers every part of... See how it goes? I didn't do very good on this one at all. But this was my first quilt as you go. Actually, this might have been my first quilt ever. But Anyway, so I'm gonna just iron this down. And if you would have bought the red pack of, what's it called, Heat and Bond, you'd be done. Which I could be done. This will probably hold, but also I want a decorative stitch on it. So now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and we're going to pick out a decorative stitch. See how it's darker through there, but I kind of like that. So anyways, let's turn this iron off so I don't burn myself over here. This is not a lot of space over here. I've switched my sewing machine thread to red because the back of this is red and I want the decorative stitch to show up on the front. So also I dropped my camera the other day. I knocked my camera off, so I might have to redo this angle. We will see. Yep, see. But let me turn on my lights. I keep forgetting that. I'm gonna have to make myself a checklist. Getting an old age brain. So we are going to change this foot also to, which foot do I want? Where is my regular one? This is it. I'm going to put this on. And then I'm going to pick, you won't be able to see it very well maybe, but I'm going to pick one of these. It's a little blurry, sorry about that. And I actually think I want to do 56 here. You see this braided look? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go type in 56 and it says I need end presser or the foot. So that's what I got on there. That's what I already changed it to. So let's angle it back here. And then we are just going to line up. Well, we're going to thread the machine first. Like I said, I changed it to red. I wound a bobbin and I guess I forgot to thread it. Wasted a little bit there, but whatever. Okay, so now we're just going to line up the middle part right there. It's going to line up right with the edge of my square. We're going to slow this down. I don't want to go too fast. And then it's just going to take it through. It's going to do it on its own. I just have to make sure it stays lined up in the middle. Alright, this is going to take a while. I'm going to pause the video and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Well, maybe. Alright, so there it is. It's not perfect, but neither was the quilt originally. So now my quilt is going to have a couple little patches on it. And I think I'm going to use this for all three, but if any more come up, I'll use a different one. So then it'll be like a patchwork quilt too, which I really like and kind of want to make one now. But anyways, that is how you're going to do applique patches. Well, that is how I would do applique patches. My stitching's a little heavy through here, but then I sped it up because I wanted it to be more, it's a little crooked. It's not perfect. It's a little crooked, but I love it. So if you have any questions, let me know. This is how I did it. If you have different ways, let me know that too. I always like to try new things. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.